This winter break, I visited Shanghai, China, in which I took a little trip to the World Expo 2010 site and went inside the China Pavilion, which has now been converted into a wonderful art museum, the China Art Museum. Here is my visit. This is a portrait of General Bizot, which was painted by Francois Flameng. Flameng was born in 1856 to a famous engraver, and he entered the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris at a very young age under the lead of Cabanel. In 1875, Flameng participated in the Salon for the first time and later became one of the most prominent Salon artists during the Belle Epoque, from 1875 to 1914. In 1879, Francois Flameng won the Salon medal with Lapel des Girondins and won another Salon medal in 1881 with Vainqueurs de la Bastile, which will be featured later. In 1905, he became a member of the Académie des Beaux-Arts. Flameng began to teach at the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris in 1900, and since 1914, he led one of the painting studios. Flameng taught also at the Académie Juillet, where Sous and many other Chinese painters studied. This sketch is La Vainqueurs de la Bastile, le 14th Juillet, 1789. This large sketch was made by Francois Flameng and based on a famous painting of his own completed in 1881 and bought by the French government and kept by Musée des Beaux-Arts de Rouen. This painting presents the scene when the French Bastille was liberated on July 14, 1789. It shows the thrill of the people. In fact, the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Emperor were the subject of many works of Flameng. Flameng was an outstanding sketch and illustration painter, and when he taught at the Académie Juillet, this very drawing was shown as an example to his students. This painting is Ophelia by Pascal Dagnan Bouveret. Pascal Dagnan Bouveret was one of the leading French artists of the National School. Being born in Paris and the son of a tailor, he was raised by his grandfather after his father immigrated to Brazil. Later, he added his grandfather's name, Bouveret, to his own. From 1869 and on, he studied at École des Beaux-Arts under Cabanel and Jean-Léon Gérôme. In 1873, he opened his own studio with a fellow student, Gustave Claude Etienne Couret. From 1875, he exhibited at the Salon, where in 1880 he won the first-class medal for the painting An Accident and a Medal of Honor in 1885 for Horses at the Watering Trough. From the 1880s, Bouveret, along with Gustave, maintained a studio in a fashion suburb of Paris. By that time, he was recognized as a very well-known modern artist, famous for his pleasant scenes, but also for his religious yet mystical compositions. Ophelia is a female figure of Shakespeare's Hamlet, the young Danish princess who was driven crazy and in the end drowned herself. She is often the subject of symbolist painters. Pascal Dagnan Bouveret had painted quite a few Ophelias, one of which was brought back by Sous and now kept at the Sous Museum in Beijing. This painting is Paysage sous un ciel nocturne by Pascal Dagnan Bouveret, as mentioned before. It reflects the shift of Bouveret from naturalism to symbolism. The nocturnal scene is symbolic of reality at a loftier level. In the sky without a moon, two stars hanging above the Mediterranean field where there is a plow. It reminds of Paul Valéry's lines. This painting is one of my favorites because it's really just pleasant to look at. The colors are soft and mild, but there's still a touch of vibrance to it, especially with the plow, which is the main attention of focus. But once you finish looking at the plow, you slowly zoom into the back, and you notice it's just beautiful.